Hi guys, good evening. So in line with recent events dito sa Pilipinas, we decided to make episode on how to handle your frustrations, anger, and emotions. So if you don't live under a rock, probably you've heard of this tragic murder that happened in Tarlac. And in line with that, we just want to discuss a few things on how you could handle your anger, your emotions better. Okay, so before we start, medyo lungkot kasi nung pinanggalingan ng topic eh. Pero yan, again, our condolences dun sa mga nabiktima at sa mga pamilya nila. And sa mga may init ulo dyan, this is for you. Okay, so to start it out, Bray, ano masasabi mo, bro? Anong
Ay,
tip on how to handle yung mga ganyan?
again, sa akin yun, condolence dun sa pamilya ng mga na hulila, yung mga namatayan. So, first sa akin, pre, ako aminado ako eh. Talagang lalo nung earlier years, mainitin yung ulo ko pare. Mapikon, madali ako mabad trip, ganyan. Yung mga simpleng tukso, yung madali kang pasway eh, ng mga tukso pang-aasa sa'yo. And sa akin, what I did para to improve yon, hindi ko naman sinasabing totally monghe mode na ako na talagang hindi na ako
Hindi
nakakaramdam
nagagalit, no?
ng galit. Oo, or hindi na ako na-prostrate. Pero more of, tinanggap ko pre na yung emotions na mararamdaman mo, there are times talagang makaramdam ka pa rin ng ganun. Inis, galit, di ba? Ma-traffic ka, yung mga ganyan, simpleng bagay. Sa traffic, girian sa traffic, hindi nagtugma yung intended mo or yung gusto mong result dun sa nangyari. So, ganyan. Akin, tinatanggap ko yung ano pare, ito yung nagiging gameplay ko. So, ang tip ko dyan is tanggapin mo na nakakaramdam ka pa rin ng puot, galit, anger, frustration nga. Pero, what you could control is paano ka magre-react. Kasi, pag hinayaan mo lang magpadala ka sa galit na yan, hinayaan mo lang mag-react ka kagad based dun sa nangyayari, which is kaya mo namang kontrolin. May mga bagay kang magagawa at may mga masasabi kang bagay na hindi mo na mababawi eh. Ganun ko tinitingnan eh. So, halimbawa, halimbawa frustrated ka ngayon, halimbawa nakakaramdam ka ng galit ngayon, makakasalubong mo or makakasalumuha mo yung tao na in a way source nung may tampo ka or may galit ka sa kanya. I suggest i-settle down mo muna. Sinuggest na rin namin to ni JP before na kung kailangan mo itulog, kung kailangan mo ipahinga para lang lumamig muna yung galit eh. Kung kailangan mo muna lumayo, yun yung gameplay eh, na tingin ko effective sa akin. Kasi yung split second na yan or yung sandaling moment na magpapadala ka sa galit mo na yan, it could have a lifetime na impact sa'yo eh. Yun, in this example nga, makulong ka. So, dahil sa sandali ang galit na yon, makukulong ka for a lifetime. Para sa akin, it's not worth it eh. Diba? Sige, na-release mo yung galit mo that short time of parang siguro relief or release of tension for a lifetime of suffering, not worth it para sa akin. So, pag mainit, pag galit, muna, pahinga muna, atras muna, or palamig muna, layo muna, para hindi, kasi mas lumalapit ka dun sa tukso, or mas lumalapit ka dun sa source ng galit. Mas may tumataas yung tendency na makagawa ka ng makakasama sa kapwa mo and makakasama sa'yo. Yun yung take ko dyan. So, layo, pahinga, palamig. Kung kailangan, itulog mo muna. Yun. Then, factor in everything. Isip muna bago galaw. Isip muna bago salita. Pag mainit ang ulo, tanggapin mo, nangyayari yan. Pero yung reaction mo sa init ng ulo, yun yung isipin mong mabuti and kontrolin. Yun yung kayang kontrolin. Yun yung kayang hawakan eh. Ikaw pre, paanong take mo? Pag nagalit ka, frustrated ka, or paano mo hinahandle yung mga ganyan sitwasyon?
Actually, agree. Yung human nature talaga natin minsan is to retaliate or to feel certain things kapag may ginawa sa'yo or nangyari sa'yo. But this journey of self-improvement, like what we always say dito sa podcast natin is we work on self-development. That means a lot of things. Hindi lang about sa pera, hindi lang about sa career, hindi lang about sa style, finances. More of self-mastery. Yun yung thing na pinaka-importante for us. Self-development, self-mastery. So, a big part of self-mastery, kaya nga self-mastery is controlling yourself. Controlling. Sabi nga ni Marcus Aurelius, isang sikat na war tactician, is you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Isa yan sa mga quote niya. So, ano ibig ko sabihin dito, guys? Pinaka-importante for me is you have yourself. You have your thoughts, you have your emotions, you have your reactions. Ang pinaka-importante dito is making sure that we control them. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Kasi if you are in a event or in a place na tinitrigger ka, wala tayong magagawa dun eh. Dun sa outside, dun sa external force that's pushing you or testing your patience. All we have control is what are we going to do? Ano yung mag-best represent us? 'Di ba? Napakaraming unnecessary na mga bagay na nati-trigger tayo. Ako rin, I'm not saying immune ako, pero I make a conscious effort to address these things. One example na niniwala ko nangyayari sa ating lahat is when we are stuck in traffic. Asar na asar tayo, especially when we're going to work or sa umaga pa lang. That could ruin the whole day. Yung emotions natin, technically parang nilalaso natin yung sarili natin. Di ba? So, the difference for me, I think, is tama si Brian, is managing yung anger. Darating siya, it's an emotion. You have to acknowledge it. And pag in-acknowledge mo na, syempre, the acknowledgement process itself, pinababagal niya na yung scenario or yung gusto mong gawin. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I don't want you guys to react to things. I want you to act. To act in accordance dun sa gusto mo, dun sa tingin mong tama. Hindi dahil trigger ka ng kalaban mo or trigger ka ng isang sitwasyon, automatic, yun ang gagawin mo. Kasi, guys, ito isipin mo. If ganun kayo, predictable kayo in business, predictable kayo in life, ibig sabihin, kapag pinindot kayo or kinanti kayo, they're expecting something from you. Kumbaga na pre-predict nila na, si Brian, pag inasar ko ng ganito to, pagpipintig tenga nito. Or pag na-stuck sa traffic to, sira na araw nito. You don't want to give that power to other people. Kasi that's power that you have eh. That's power within eh. If we try and master yung control natin sa sarili natin, we can win sa mundo eh. 'Di ba? The battle is won and lost sa utak natin eh. We decide what we what we want to do, how we react. Kasi ako, ang pinaka-mahirap dito, gaya na nangyari, yung tragic na nangyari dun sa Tarlac is, I'm sure if na-replay natin, even if yung taong yun kumbaga, hindi siya mabuting tao, if he had the chance na ulitin yun, na mapunta ulit sa scenario na yun, I'm sure hindi niya napipiliin gawin yun. Especially right now, knowing the consequences. So yun yung, kumbaga, point of emphasis ko dito. We don't want to do things that we're gonna regret later on in life. How does that happen? If we can catch ourselves, if we can guard our thoughts, we can guard our emotions. Pero yun nga inuulit ko, yung sinabi ni Brian, napaka-importante nun. You acknowledge you're mad, you acknowledge triggered ka. Pero it's what you do, it's what you show that counts. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Ayaw natin maging predictable. Ayaw natin na yung outside forces is yun na nagdi-dictate sa galaw natin. Kasi kung ganun, sabay sa agos lang yung buhay natin, di ba? We want to be the captain of our own ship. We want to be the pilot of our own airplane. Tayo magdadrive kung saan tayo pupunta. Tayo ang magde-decide kung ano yung gagawin natin. Not the environment, not the situation, tayo. Pero napakahirap gawin yan. Kaya it takes practice, lalo na sa maliliit na bagay. So, my tip is, like, think about what triggers you. Then the next time it happens, be vigilant. Kumbaga, stand guard in your mind, in your head, or kung anumang term yan. Stand guard, be vigilant of your thoughts, your feelings, the environment. Kasi you gotta practice this Kailangan natin palakasin yung sarili natin. All the power we need is already within us We just have to harness it and practice it. So, yun sa akin, guys. And this loss of life is nonsense and could have been managed pero hindi nga nangyari. So, we just wanna send out a video sa mga taong dealing with anger management issues. That's a real problem sa mundo. Meron talagang mga tao na sobrang bilis pumitik, initin ang ulo, some of them result to violence, kumbaga hurting other people or worse is hurting themselves. May mga ganun So, again, that's it for me, guys. Si Brian, do you have any last words on this, pre?
Yun. Na solid naman na pre, pagka-share natin. To sum it up lang guys, acknowledge the anger, the feeling of anger. Then choose your next steps, next moves wisely. Ganun lang. We'll leave it up to you kung paano kayo magre-react. Pero totoo yung sabi JP the point na in-acknowledge mo, you're slowing it down na. And then choose wisely. Ano yung next step mo? Ano yung long term? You have to think long term. It's not yung sudden release of emotion na yan. Yung sudden release of parang fulfillment. It's not worth it. Okay? Yan lang. So, website www.iambeyondalpha.com. Yung podcast directories, search for Beyond Alpha Podcast sa Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, then Stitcher. Yung YouTube channel natin, search for Beyond Alpha Podcast. Then click subscribe, then click the notification bell. Social media accounts at I am Beyond Alpha, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. That's it, guys, and see you next episode.
Chill lang kayo